welcome to my channel and this week's yoga class. Today we're going to be welcoming back the sunshine and the spring that's on its way with some sun salutations and a playful vinyasa flow. So we're going to start standing wherever you want to. You can start at the top of the mat or in the middle. We're going to have feet hip width apart, squeezing the bottom together, squeezing those quads to lift the kneecaps, pulling in the belly button. Take a deep breath in, come all the way up. As you breathe out, we're going to take the right hand behind, left hand in front, and look to the right. Take a deep breath here. Next in breath, stretch tall. As you breathe out, we'll go the other way, left hand behind, right hand in front, looking over to the left. Take a deep breath here. Breathe in, stretch tall. You can lean it back slightly, really opening up that chest. Breathe out, bring it to Tadasana. So we're going to do our first sun salutation, so I'm going to move to the end of the mat. Again, still keeping feet hip width apart. Breathe in, take the arms up. As you breathe out, come down to the toes. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat. This first time around, we'll just step it back for plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. You can pedal the feet here. We'll take 2 deep breaths. Or you can stay in stillness, pushing that chest towards those thighs, looking towards the feet. Knees can be bent slightly. On your next out breath, you're just going to gently walk it forwards. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, we're going to take a Ragdoll Pose. So we're going to take hold of the elbows, just allowing the body to drop forwards. You can move it side to side or stay in stillness. One more deep breath here. Release the hands, big breath in, come all the way up. Hands to prayer, heart center as you breathe out. Good. We're going to do a sun salutation B now. Breathe in, arms come up. As you breathe out, we're going to drop it down into a chair pose. Tuck in the tail under, pulling that belly button in. Arms up strong by the ears. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, fold it forwards. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat and either step it or jump it back for plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. On your next in breath, you can take the right leg towards the ceiling, bend the knee, and then bring it through. Left knee comes to the mat for our low lunge this time. Once you're stable, arms up by the sides. Really trying to push through with that left hip. Keeping the arms strong, shoulders down. 2 deep breaths here. Good. Next exhale, bring the hands to frame the foot. Stepping back to plank. Breathe in here. Either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Breathing in, we'll take the left foot to the ceiling this time, bend the knee, bring it through between the hands and drop the right knee for your low lunge on the second side. Once you're stable, arms come up by the ears, shoulders down, again pushing through that hip, opening it up. 2 deep breaths here. On your next out breath, hands come down to frame the foot, tuck the toes under, step it back for plank. Big breath in here. As you breathe out, knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either step it or jump it forwards. As you breathe in, we're going to come up to our chair pose. Tucking the tail under, pulling the belly button in. Arms strong by the ears. Nice deep breath here. Next in breath, stand it tall. As you breathe out, hands to prayer, heart center. Good. Okay, we're going to go again with our Sun Salutation B. And we're going to add in a quad stretch. So, breathing in, arms come up. As you breathe out, we're sitting into our chair, tucking the tail under, pulling the belly button in. Big breath in. As you breathe out, fold it forwards. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat. Either step it or jump it back for plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Breathe in, take the right foot to the ceiling. Bend the knees, stack the hips. And then you're going to step that foot between the hand. We're going to stay in this higher lunge for a moment, just allowing that to all stretch. If you have the balance, you can bring the arms up for a full deep breath. We're then going to drop that back knee down, holding that lunge. If you weren't balanced before, but you can now, bring those arms up. Good. However you feel comfortable for this next bit, different ways. So you can ease off the stretch, grab yourself a belt or blanket or something, put it around the foot and bring it towards you, and then lean back into your stretch. You can, like I do, just get hold of it, or if you have the flexibility and the strength in the leg, you can just bring it up towards the bottom. Wherever you are, pulling that left foot towards the bottom, stretching that left quad. Right hand can go on the knee or by the side, wherever feels comfortable. One more deep breath here. Release the foot. Next exhale, hands frame the right foot, stepping back for plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. Next in breath, left foot goes to the ceiling this time, bend the knees, stack the hips and step it through between the hands. Again, we're going to stay in this high lunge, just getting a nice stretch through the hips. If you can balance it, bring the arms up by the ears. Take a nice deep breath here. When you feel ready, bring that back knee down. If before you can balance it, now bring those arms up. Again, nice deep breath here. Bringing those arms down by the sides, and we're going to go into that quad stretch. So come into it however is comfortable for you. You can wrap a towel or a belt around the foot or ankle and bring it towards you. You can lift it. You can lean back into it, lift the foot, and then pull it in towards you. Stretching that quad. Wherever you are, trying to keep those hips facing forwards. Left hand can go on the knee, can go to the side, wherever feels comfortable. One more deep breath. Release the foot. On your next exhale, hands frame that left foot, stepping back to plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. We'll take 2 relaxing deep breaths here just to reset a little. Really trying to push the chest towards the thighs. Knees can be bent, heels don't need to be down. On your next out breath, either step it or jump it forwards. On your in breath, bring it back to your chair pose. Tuck the tail under, pull the belly button in, deep breath. On your next in breath, stand it tall. As you breathe out, bring the hands to prayer and to heart center. Good. We're going to take one final sun salutation, and that's our twisted sun salutation. So breathing in, take the arms high. This time we're going to breathe out and go down to the toes. Breathe in, half lift, flat back. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the mat, either jump it or step it back to plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. As you breathe in, take the right foot towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, stack the hips, and then stepping the foot between the hands. You're then going to take the left hand wide on the mat. Right hand and arm goes up towards the ceiling for your twisted lunge. Trying to push through that back left heel, looking towards the thumb. 2 deep breaths here. On your next out breath, bring that hand back, frame the foot, stepping back to plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck the toes under, up and back, down dog. This time we'll breathe in, take that left foot towards the ceiling, bend the knee, stack the hips, and step it between the hands. We're going to take the right hand wide on the mat this time, left hand to the ceiling. Good. Trying to push through that back heel, looking up towards that left thumb. 2 deep breaths. On your next out breath, bring the hands back to frame the foot, stepping back to plank. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, either knees, chin, chest, all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. As you breathe out, tuck toes under, up and back, down dog. We're going to take 2 deep breaths in down dog. Again, just resetting a little bit from our down dog. When you're ready, we're going to bring the knees down. You can take them narrow or wide, and we're going to sit it back for a 3 deep breath child's pose. Try and keep the arms slightly active, reaching forward, spreading the fingers. You can rock it side to side slightly. Just open up those hips a bit more. Good. When you're ready, we're going to come back up into our down dog. We're going to do a little flow before bringing it down for our Savasana. So we're going to start by rocking through. So we're going to breathe in, come up on the toes, round the back, rolling it through into a plank, dropping the hips all the way down for a cobra. Tuck the toes back under, lifting the hips up, back to plank, and rolling back into our down dog. Good, we'll do it again. Breathe in, come up onto the toes, round the back, rolling it through into our plank. Breathing out, dropping the hips down and lifting up into a cobra. Tuck the toes back under as you breathe in. As you breathe out, we're going to round the back, pushing back into our down dog. Last time. Breathe in, come up onto the toes, round the back, rolling it through into your plank, breathing out, hips come down, lifting up, cobra. Breathe in, tuck the toes under, back to plank, breathing out, rounding the back, rolling it all the way up, down dog. Good. From here, you can jump it through, step it through, come down onto your knees. You can bring one foot forwards, the other foot forwards, however you'd like. We'll all meet in a seated position. Good. I'm going to turn to face you. So we're going to do a couple of twists. We're going to take the right hand behind the body, left hand on right knee, and just really trying to push into a twist, looking over that back shoulder. Take 2 deep breaths here. Release back to the front. You're going to take the left hand behind, right hand on the left knee, looking behind you over that back left shoulder. We'll take 2 deep breaths here. And bring it back to the front. Breathing in, stretch tall. As you breathe out, we're just going to fold forwards, releasing the hands to the mat, head to the floor. Take 2 deep breaths here, allowing the back to round, stretching that lower back, and then walking yourself back up to seated. I'm going to twizzle myself round. We'll do one last exercise. We'll do one last pose before we go into a Savasana. You're going to find your balance point, bring the hands by the sides, lifting the feet, lifting the chest for our boat pose. You can do this in 2 different ways. You can stay here. If this is too easy, you can straighten the legs, remembering keeping that chest high, arms by the sides. We'll hold for 3, 2, 1. Wherever you are, bending the knees again, and then just slowly releasing to the floor, keeping it nice and controlled all the way down. Good. You're going to bring those knees in for a final squeeze. Rock it slightly side to side before letting the right leg go long on the mat, left leg go long. We're going to go into our Savasana, so get whatever you need to make yourself comfortable. Bring your hands by the sides, palms facing up, and allow the body to completely relax on the mat. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your toes, your feet, and your legs. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your hips, your stomach, and your back. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your fingers, your hands, and your arms. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your chest and your shoulders. And as you breathe out, let all the tension melt away. On your next in-breath, take your attention to your neck, your face, and your head. And as you breathe out, let the last of the tension leave your body. We'll take a few deep breaths here, totally relaxed on the mat. Feel free to stay in your Savasana longer if you wish. If you're ready to come out of it, you can begin now to wriggle your toes and your fingers. You're then going to move your feet together and take the arms and hands up over the top of the head and stretch all the way from the fingers to the toes. We're then going to roll onto our side and take 2 deep breaths here. You can use your arm as a pillow. And then finally pressing yourself up to a seated position. As always, if you ever need a block under the sitting bones, please place it. Keeping the eyes closed, bringing the hands to prayer at heart center. We'll take 3 final grounding deep breaths just to lock in our practice. We could drop the hands in the lap, the chin to the chest, open the eyes, and we're all done. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Please like, subscribe and comment for more, and hopefully I'll see you again next week. Namaste.